get into it. Hey, it's Mads, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are you? I'm so happy to see you here today. We're set up to talk because, girls, we're talking analytics. Grab a drink, grab a coffee, grab a tea, grab whatever you like. I am drinking a Cove. Hi, how are you? My name is Madison. I make YouTube videos here on the internet. Normally I make DIY content, sewing content, lifestyle content. But today we are talking about one of my favorite things to talk about, which is data. Girl, I love data. I've talked about this a little bit on my channel, but if you don't know or you're new, I come from a corporate background, particularly in finance and banking. That was like my first careers, what I did throughout almost the entirety of my 20s. I worked in banking in a bunch of different forms, and I love data. You can take the girl out of data analysis, but you can't take the data analysis out of the girl. I love data. I love reviewing data, love putting data together in a digestible way. And I also so wholeheartedly believe in transparency. I think that that's like the most vital thing in a workplace. And that's kind of what this is. If you are pursuing YouTube as a career, this is your workplace. And I think having as much information as possible and being as educated as possible and eyes open as possible going in makes for better creators, better content, and better expectation. So with that all being said, today we are going to go over my data, my analytics, because I recently just crossed the threshold to be monetized, which is like super amazing. That is all thanks to you guys. I am so grateful and so pleased, and I wanted to share all this information with you if you were also wanting to start a journey. I have heard from some of you guys in the comments wanting to talk about starting your own channels and like how I've done this, and I really want to make a like realistic version of what this could look like for you and what it has looked like for me on this journey. All in hopes that I can give you a glimpse behind the curtain and really help you make an educated and informed decision, or just so you can look at it if you're nosy like me. I want to know everyone's business. I love knowing people's business, and you can look at I'm about to just show you my business. I'm about to literally show you my analytics, so stay tuned. Before we jump in to my specific data, I want to just talk about exactly what it takes to be monetized currently in YouTube as of June 18th, 2024. You need 1,000 active YouTube subscribers, so 1,000 subscribers on your channel, and one of the following: either 4,000 watch time hours on videos, or you need 10 million shorts views. Personally, for me, I have not really explored making shorts content. I've just kind of started getting on TikTok. Short form is not something that I gravitated towards, so the watch time hours was my goal, and that is the threshold that I met. And I went the watch time hours route because I knew I wanted to make long form content, and I knew that that was what I wanted to get good at, and what I wanted to really focus my channel on was long form DIY content. If you are interested in making short form, go for it. It is like really explosive and you get a lot of growth, but it just wasn't what like spoke to my heart when I started. So for me, I have notes here. So if I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I hit my first 1,000 subscribers this year on January 22nd. And for little context to like conceptualize that for you guys, this was after I had posted 61 videos on my channel, and I had about 2.8 thousand watch time hours, so 2,800 watch time hours, and about 40K total views on the channel. And then more recently I hit the 4,000 watch time hours mark, and I hit that on June 9th, and that was after I had uploaded 81 videos and I had 1,300 subscribers and a total of roughly 60,000 views. I was really like surprised to hit my subscriber count early. I have heard a lot of people on the platform say that you hit your watch time long before you hit your subscriber count. So I feel like I did it backwards, and I don't really know why. I can't tell you exactly why, but my theory is that I built a really beautiful audience, and my videos were getting better and better every video, but I didn't start with great videos. So I wasn't making like very watchable content. If you go back and watch my old videos, a little cringe, but I love them for a lot of reasons. We'll talk about that in a little bit. I love them and I'm so grateful for them, but they're a little rough in the beginning. So to me, it makes sense that I hit my subscriber count, found my audience before I started making like the best version of my videos, and I still think I'm gonna be making better videos than I'm making now. So I'm gonna pull up my analytics and we're gonna look at my top 5 videos and see how those impacted my channel and what their growth and their cycles looked like, and look at their data to give you guys a realistic look at what these videos do. So if I go to my content page and I sort by views here, lowest to highest, so we can see at my top 5 videos here, currently my 5th most popular video is a sewing video. This is actually a video I made last year. So this video is actually not one of my first sewing videos, but one of the first sewing videos that I really felt good about making. The data here, if we take a look, we are working with 2,500 views, 2,570, rounding that up to 26 total lifetime views to today. About 218 watch time hours, and a total of 64 subscribers of you guys came from this video, which is super exciting. And the lifetime of this video was pretty interesting. It grew pretty steadily for like 2 weeks it lasted, and then really kept going till about day 59, day 60, and then really petered off. This was one of the videos that grew low and slow over a long period of time and really did well for my channel. You can also take a peek-see here at my audience retention, which I think is very interesting data. And you can see compared to my other videos, my drop off for my first 30 seconds, so my intro, and then the views over time, or the percentage of people viewing the video over time. You tend to see this spike in the video when there's a reveal at the end of the video. People will go back and watch that, or they'll watch that before they watch the video, so that's super common. And then the drop off, I find that happens just about with every video. And this is also really important data for editing, and using that data to create better edits to improve your watch time is super important. The next video I want to look at is number 4 on the list. Now, number 4 and number 5 swap quite a lot. You can see that they're pretty close in views, 87 to 70. They're pretty close, and their engagement is very different though. So on that first sewing video, there's a total of 23 comments, and then there's 7 comments on the closet clean out video. And the likes are also crazy. Same amount of views, different amount of engagement. There's much more engagement on that sewing video than the closet clean out video. So this video was me cleaning up my closet. I got rid of about 30% of my clothes and I filmed it. Basic premise. And again, about 2,600 views, or 2,600 views. But this one's watch time is much lower, like the engagement. It's about 160 watch time hours and 12 new subscribers. So 12 of you came from this video. Hi, if you came from this video. How are you? But this video grew very fast. So for about 9 days, it skyrocketed up and then petered off after that, and has slowly been gaining video views every day, but only 2, 3, there's days where it gets no views, and was super quick compared to the last video where it grew really slowly over a long period of time. And number 3, my 3rd most popular video, another sewing video. These sewing videos have done really well for my channel, especially these bedsheet projects, and I really love making them, so I'm glad that idea worked out for me and that you guys like watching these videos. So this video is almost at 3,000 views. This is a much newer video though. Both of those other videos I posted last summer, and this video was posted May 19th of this year, and we're looking at 2,900 views, almost 3,000, 213 watch time hours, and a total of 32 subscribers. So if this was the video you subscribed to, and that's why you're here, hi. And this video is very interesting because it immediately, day 1, had this huge jump, but it picked up day 2 and did triple the amount of views, and then again it doubled, and then again it doubled on day 4, and then it petered off on day 5. and it stayed pretty much all that is. Where it took 60 days for my number 5 video to get to the point that it's at. This one took 3 days and it just blew up and died. I don't know why, but it is what happened. So I don't have enough insight into the algorithm to know exactly why that happened, but it is interesting that did happen and how these videos ended up in the same place, but the times that it happened are different. Now, number 3 is another different type of growth video. This video is a big jump from the last. This one is at almost 12,500 views, 12,499 at the time of this video is being filmed. And this is, I think I made this video in the first couple of months that I started YouTube. And this is my cold porcelain clay video. Now, I posted this video April 6th of 2023, so over a year ago. And this growth pattern is very interesting. It has a total of 363 watch time hours, 120 subscribers, and you can see there I've made 10 cents off this video because I've only been monetized for it. But this video was one that I posted and it did pretty well in the beginning. I think it got 40-50 views in the beginning, which was really good for my channel at that time. But you can see it has slowly grown. And the reason for that is it's searchable. This video is incredibly clickable and it is something people are looking for and like using YouTube to look up a process. It is a direct, small tutorial video. It's a short video, voiceover sped up of me doing one thing very simply and explaining how I do it. And this type of growth chart is very different than the ones that bump up right away. This video to this day still gets about 50 to 100 views a day. It is one of my best performing lifetime videos that I have on my channel, and that's reflected in the YouTube search over here. 64% of my views from this video are from people searching for cold porcelain clay or something else related to that in YouTube and watching this tutorial video. And these videos are so important to have mixed in with your lifestyle content, with your actual content that you're making, because these bring in people. You can see 120 of my subscribers are from this video in particular. And hi, if you're one of them, but this brings traffic to your channel that wouldn't be coming naturally because they're not looking for sewing videos or for DIY project videos. These are people who are doing DIYs themselves. And then if they see this video and they like you, they might watch your other content too. So that's what the purpose of videos like this are for. And this is like a prime example of how this like searchable, clickable content helps your channel. Now, for my most popular video, this video has 17,620 views, 95 comments, and 724 likes. This is my best video I've ever done. Is it the best video I've ever made? No, but this video has performed the best on YouTube. This is a thrift flip bedsheet video. I made a little dress. That's all. There's nothing crazy about this video, except for this video has performed really well. That 17,600 views, 1.5K of my watch time comes from this video specifically. 582 of my subscribers. Remember, I only have like 1,300. So this is like almost half of my subscriber base have watched and come from this video. And that is like crazy. I'm so proud of this video. I have made way better videos since then, and I hope you've seen them. Particularly like my sewing videos have gotten a lot better, but this video is the one that like took off and the closest I've come to viral, and this isn't even like considered viral. But this was one of those ones that just kept growing. You can see day 14, day 16, day 17, day 18, day 24, day 28, 13, 5. And then around day 45 and 50 is when it just like the other videos did, but this one's growth was a lot larger. And these kind of videos are also really important because this let me know what my audience was looking for and what types of videos to prioritize. I wasn't prioritizing sewing at this point, and I decided to really dive into sewing as not the focus of my channel, but a large portion of it, because that's what people liked. And that is another part of making content, is you have to find your audience and make content that not only you like, but they like and that they want to watch, and then mix in stuff that is new and exciting and see how that goes along the way. So now that we've looked at specific videos, I want to show you guys my actual analytics of growth from the beginning of my channel to now, so you can really see the life cycle of videos and see what it looks like from the insider perspective. So if we go to the lifetime of my channel, it's been a little over a year that I've had it. So let's look at the lifetime. I started my channel in January of 2023, so January of last year, and really it's very sad. Well, not sad, just I was a brand new channel, and I didn't have I had no growth, and I was only posting on YouTube. And you can see here the growth was really small. Once we get into April, I'm starting to make videos. There's bumps. I'm posting very consistently here. And the growth is actually pretty steady. The amount of views is pretty steady. And then we hit this September, October of last year, and that's when I posted my #1 performing video, and that video just did really well, and it lasted for a long time. It lasted for almost a month on my channel, performing at that high level, so that really boosted it. And then from there on, there were certain videos that did really well, where you can see these I'm pointing at them on my screen, where you see these spikes. These are just videos that performed better than others, and that has been the cycle of my channel. I have a video, it does well, peters off over the week, and then another spike the next week, and another spike the next, and that is just what happens when you post new content, at least in my experience with posting 1 video a week. This little lull here is actually when I took my mini Christmas break. Took 3 weeks off from making videos. I just needed that break at the end of the year to recalibrate and have a little bit of time off with my family. And then when I came back in the year, you can see it's consistently growing again. And we very recently had the biggest spike I've ever had in a day, which that goes all the way up. It's crazy. If we look at that spike, higher than my very most popular video, but that video just did really well. And you can also see the growth through the subscribers is very similar to the amount of views I was getting, and the watch time hours reflects that as well. It's all pretty consistent and very much dependent on how frequently I was posting and how cohesive that content I was posting was. Now that we looked at the data, let's talk about it. So we can really see that the consistency of the content mattered. Once I found what videos you guys liked to watch, that really improved things as well. And we can also see consistent growth over time through my channel. And I really accredit that, not rules, but the 3 big parameters I put upon myself when I started my channel. I knew I needed to hit 1,000 subs, and I knew I needed to hit my watch time hours. But I also kind of added my own rules, and those were really based on the idea that it takes 10 years to be an overnight success, and that I really wanted to take this learning process as seriously as I could and really treat getting monetized as the tutorial to how to run my YouTube, and really learn what I liked and what I didn't like, how I liked to film, what I liked to film, how I liked to edit, what I liked to edit on. And I just tried a bunch of things, and I really kept to these 3 big ideas that I kept reminding myself of, which were make a video every week. Even when I didn't want to make a video, even when I didn't know what to make, even when I wasn't feeling creative, I made a video. Perfect example of that is that closet cleanup video. I was just feeling so uncreative that week, and I was I don't know what I'm going to film. The video I had set out to film, I was I don't really want to do that right now. I ended up doing it the next week and loved doing it. But I made that video, I did it anyway, and I made it as good as I could, and it did well. And that is the best ethos and example I can of that, is make a video every week, even when you feel like you're not at your best, because those are the weeks where you really prove to yourself how good you truly are. The next parameter and the next goal or rule I had for myself was to make videos that made me happy and videos that felt good to me and that feel good in this space, that create community, that reflect me, that reflect the audience I want to build, that reflect like my morals and my values and my goals and my hopes and my dreams, because that's what this is. I want to make a very comfortable, safe place on the internet, and I don't want this just to be a place full of like viral videos or trending videos. I want this to be an actual little corner of the internet that belongs to all of us. And I feel like I've been able to do that really well while also making very clickable videos, like the cold porcelain air dry clay video, like my most recent zipper video. That will be like another video that will drive traffic, but is still true to myself and is searchable, a video that will bring people to my channel, but isn't like me not being myself. I wanted to stay true to me through this whole process. And I think the biggest reason I was able to stay consistent and to stay happy and hold to those two other values was because of my third value, which was to get at least 1% better at one thing. And I really can see the difference between my first video and this video, in my camera presence, in my editing style, in my editing technique, the way I edit, the way I film, my composition, the way I talk to camera, the way I present information, the variety in which I do that. There are so many more tools in my tool belt now because I adhere to that minimum 1% better every video. And I feel like I've made 80 videos up to this point, and I feel like I'm 800% better than I was for that first video. And that's a really like amazing and cool feeling, and also doesn't feel daunting, which was something I wanted to avoid. I didn't want this to feel daunting. So my like final advice, I have like 3 major takeaways from this process and this video, and showing you guys not only the like data, but the like psychological aspect on getting monetized in the long game and not trying to just make viral videos and making videos and content that is true to yourself. The first thing is to just freaking start. I've said this before and I'll say it till I end. Making that first video was the hardest one to make because I, 1, didn't know if I would enjoy it, and 2, like had no confidence in myself. And after I had that first video under my belt, I was in, I was sold, and I really was like, oh no, this is really what I want to do. So if you're thinking that you might like it, just make one video. Just make one. No matter how bad it is, no matter how bad you feel, no matter if you feel like you're not ready, just make it and see how it goes. And if you love making it, make another one and make it 1% better. And make another one and make it 1% better. And as long as you are in the game, engaged and interested in it, and as long as you are, keep pursuing that and following that dream, even if it's not growing right away. Even if you have 4 subscribers for the first 6 months like I did, just keep going, because if you love it, that will come through in your content, and if you dedicate yourself to it, that will come through, and people will see that, and people appreciate that, and that will bring an audience to you for you to then work with. And that ties in to like my second takeaway, which is be in it for the long game. It takes 10 years to be an overnight success, and that has just been playing in my head this entire process. And I still haven't had my overnight success. I think of Chapel Roan, I think of Sabrina Carpenter right now, like those are just in my head. Maisie Peters, these people, these young women who have been in the game for so long and are just now having their like rise to stardom. And that's because it's true. It takes 10 years to be an overnight success, and to build your craft and to learn and to grow and to discover and to experiment. And what you make now might not be what you end up making later, but you've been making something. And that is like the biggest part of content creation, is creation. This is a creative pursuit, and one that is worth time and energy and dedication, and not just for financial gain, but for personal fulfillment and growth, if that's something that sparks a little joy in you. And the last one, we've touched on it in this video a bunch of times, and that is to get 1% better every video, 10% if you can. I get to this point now where I try to make every aspect 1% better, but that's daunting. Pick one thing to make 1% better, whether it is improving your audio quality, improving your filming background and setup, improving how you film, practicing what you're going to say before you say it, writing a script, making a direction plan, thinking out the progression of the story of the video you want to tell. And those things will come through in your video and create a better product. Practice talking to camera. Practice like being yourself and put on a character and try something different and then be something new and really discover and create and improve upon yourself every time. You will find that that gets easier and easier and easier every time you do it. So that's enough of me yapping. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this week. I'm almost done my bubbly. Hold, I'll finish it for you. Cheers. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this week. And all of this to say, thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are the reason that I am able to create these videos and that I've been able to get to this point. And I want you to know that that motivates me to make better videos for you guys, to create better videos for you guys, to like be in this wholeheartedly, because as cool as it is for me to be monetized, I really feel like that was like the secondary goal. I feel like the real thing that I've earned is your guys' respect and your guys' trust and your guys' faith in me. And that is like what means the world to me and what I like take away from this more than anything. I love making videos and I love that you guys love it too. So if you're not already subscribed, this is me bullying you to subscribe. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you liked me. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight. I do plan on making like a 6-month video later down the line, later down the line, so we can actually look at like how much I got paid, because I also think that's really interesting. But that's all I gotta yap about today. So I will see you guys on Sunday. Have a good night, or have a good day. Oh, a cat. Seven, come here. He's a boo boy. Hi. Can you say, my mommy's monetized? That means I buying treats. Mom made $1.50. That means I can get a treat from the pet store. So silly looking. Bye, guys.